Welcome back to our second half hour. The Kewaunee nuclear power plant went dark 1 year ago, and now the plant's owner, Dominion Resources, wants some of the federal safety rules that it needs to comply with eased. And that's drawing criticism from some lawmakers. Fox 11's Laura Smith's been on the story now, joins us with the latest. Laura?
Tom, Dominion says the threat of an emergency isn't as great now that the plant is being decommissioned, but its request to ease the rules is still up in the air. Tonight, we bring you balanced coverage. Dominion Resources wants exemptions from federal safety rules at its Kewaunee power plant. Local affairs manager Mark Kann says specifically those regarding evacuation zones and siren alerts.
As of this fall, the only accidents that can occur would be in and around the spent fuel pool. And those accidents would be relegated to anything that would happen and affect just the site.
Kann says the current regulations no longer apply here. He says the Dominion analysis found that after 17 months of treatment, spent nuclear fuel has a limited impact on site and no impact off site.
Which means that it would have absolutely no impact to the health and safety of the public.
Kann says that's why it doesn't make a lot of sense for Dominion or local officials to be required to prepare for emergencies that could no longer happen.
What we're asking to do is bring that number of people required to respond to an emergency down, commensurate with the amount of risk that's involved here at the station.
The reactor was defueled shortly after the plant closed in 2013. Dominion plans to place the spent fuel rods in dry storage by 2016. The company filed paperwork with the Nuclear Regulatory Commission over the last several months. Approval can take up to a year.
We review their request to ultimately make a decision on if the change would go ahead and continue to ensure the public, the environment, and the workers who are there are safe. 3
other nuclear plants are also seeking safety exemptions from the NRC, but 5 U.S. senators say the rules are in place for a reason. In a letter to the Regulatory Commission, the senators wrote, "The National Academy of Sciences and the NRC have both found that draining of a spent nuclear fuel pool can lead to fires, large radioactive releases, and widespread contamination. Kewaunee's future remains unclear. However, the NRC has approved safety exemptions at other reactors being decommissioned. Those decisions are made on a case-by-case basis." I reached out to Wisconsin Senators Ron Johnson and Tammy Baldwin. I have not heard back from either lawmaker. As for the plant, Kann says on-site security will remain at the facility as long as fuel is still being stored there.